So if you run an agency or a SaaS company, you know there's this one critical moment that can define the entire client relationship. It happens right after they sign on the dotted line. It's that very first impression. And today, we're going to dive into how to get that moment right every single time.
Okay, let's be honest for a second. I want you to really think about your current process. A new client just paid you, they're excited. What is the very next thing that happens? What message, what feeling are you actually creating in those crucial first few hours?
Look, we all want to project this image of cool competence, right? We got this. But the reality for so many of us is that our manual, chaotic process sends the exact opposite message. It screams, we're kind of making this up as we go, and that gap right there, that's what we're going to fix. All right, so let's pull back the curtain and really dissect what this broken system looks and feels like day to day.
Does any of this hit a little too close to home? Your entire onboarding process lives in a dozen scattered email threads. Welcome emails, they get sent out manually, when someone remembers to do it. Sharing credentials is this endless, insecure back and forth. Scheduling a simple kickoff call turns into a 10-email chain. And the official checklist, oh yeah, that's just rattling around in someone's head. This isn't just messy, it's a huge crock in your business's foundation.
And this right here is the real kicker. An excited new client reaches out with a simple question, hey, what's next? And they're met with crickets, silence, all because your team is scrambling behind the scenes. And that silence, it just chips away at all the trust and confidence they had when they decided to hire you. This isn't just about being a little disorganized. This chaos has a real, tangible cost that hits your bottom line hard. I love this quote because it completely reframes the problem. So many businesses are obsessed with getting more leads, more traffic, but if your internal systems are a mess, more leads just mean you disappoint more people faster. You're not building a growth engine, you're just pouring gasoline on a fire. And that damage, it has a name: revenue leaks. Think about it. A new lead gets buried in your inbox. A crucial follow-up gets missed. A $5,000 project just vanishes into thin air. That's a revenue leak. These are the silent killers of your growth. This is not an admin problem, it's a full-blown revenue problem. So let's trace the domino effect here. That shaky first impression, it leads directly to lower client confidence. And when confidence drops, churn goes up. Unhappy clients, well, they don't exactly shout your name from the rooftops, so referrals dry up. And when you put it all together, your growth hits a brick wall. Okay, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk about the solution. Let's look at how we can build a system that actually, works. And this right here is the most important mindset shift you can make. The answer isn't to work harder or hire more people to manage the chaos. The answer is to stop patching holes and start building with a better architecture from the ground up. And this is what that beautiful architecture looks like in action. Just feel the difference. The second a contract is signed, bam, the automation kicks in. Instantly, a professional branded welcome sequence hits their inbox. Portal access is delivered. A scheduling link for the kickoff call appears. Automated check-ins for the next few weeks are already queued up. And your team? They're notified every step of the way. This isn't chaos. This is control. This is calm. So how is this even possible? Well, it's all powered by an all-in-one platform that's designed to replace all that digital duct tape you've been using. Instead of a dozen different apps that don't talk to each other, you have one single intelligent engine running the whole show. So what's the payoff? What actually happens when you rip out that old clunky system and install this new architecture? Well, you don't have to take my word for it. You get feedback like this. And what I love about what Mandy says here is that she highlights the key point. It's not just about the fancy tech. It's about combining smart strategy with the right technical execution. That's what makes it scalable. And look, this isn't just some theory. This whole approach comes from the real-world experience of architecting over 100 of these revenue systems. And notice that word, architected, not just fixed. We're not just slapping on Band-Aids here. We're designing the blueprint for a skyscraper. So let's bring it all home. What's the real outcome? Your clients feel confident and cared for from the moment they say yes. Your turn rate drops like a rock. Referrals and 5-star reviews start rolling in. Your team finally has clarity. And you can finally scale your business without that constant fear that more success is just going to break everything. Let's wrap this all up with one last powerful idea. It's time to fundamentally change your approach. So, I'm going to leave you with this question. Not, is your business making money? No. Is the underlying system, the engine of your business, truly working? Because if it isn't, all the sales and marketing in the world are just temporary patches on a ship that's slowly, quietly taking on water. It's time to stop patching and finally start architecting.